Southern California is an epicenter for earthquakes. It's estimated more than 12,000 small temblors hit the region every year. Now there's a discovery of a new, potentially significant fault line 120 miles east of San Diego. It runs parallel to the notorious San Andreas Fault.
It's located in the Salton Sea along the eastern margin.
Neil Driscoll is professor of geology and geophysics at Scripps Institution of Oceanography. He and his team recently mapped out the Salton Trough Fault. They spent hours for years in a boat on the Salton Sea collecting and analyzing data using a host of high-tech instruments.
And this fault has a component, what we call dip slip. It has a component of extension where the plates are pulling apart, as well as a component of strike slip like the San Andreas.
Driscoll says the fault could be as long as 40 kilometers, enough to produce a large magnitude quake.
Right now this fault, it appears geologically active. It has deformation in the sediments right up to the seafloor in the Salton Sea. But we don't know, we don't have any historical earthquakes on this fault. So we're still studying it, but faults of this length could engender a magnitude 6, maybe even a 7.
The new fault discovery comes as a swarm of more than 200 small to moderate quakes in the same vicinity triggered an alert from USGS of a potential major rupture on the San Andreas. Driscoll says there's no correlation between the new fault and the swarm. He says the swarm has died down and the alert has been lifted. He says San Diego County is surrounded by active faults capable of unleashing large earthquakes at any time, and it's important to have an emergency kit and 3 days of food and supplies on hand.
We do live in earthquake country, but remember, be prepared, not scared.
Susan Murphy, KPBS News.